Camber Eagles were a powerhouse in the main league.
Yeah, 2
and now
years
they're
ago,
fighting to
they
be
relegated
promoted.
last season. West Ham has a better forward line.
You that boy, you just big West Ham.
Because they said last year, now our worst season ever, your worst season ever. So we are assuming this is not going to be your worst season ever.
No, we're beating them.
Zinchenko are not confident where they play for we.
Where they play now, they have space.
Hello and welcome to another episode of The Half Space, powered by Maxbox Media. My name is Joe. Before we get started, I'd like to kindly ask you guys to follow us on all our socials. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and you can catch us on YouTube and Spotify. Don't forget to leave a rating, subscribe to the channels, and possibly leave a comment for what you guys think of the episode. All right, so today I'm joined by Korkoh, John, and we get kind of a slight injury crisis. We get 2 men already out and one other person not able to make them. But regardless, I think we're gonna have a great show. So to get started, I'll come to Korkoh, Wago and Sam. Waiting they happen. Have you been? And how's your weekend? How the AFAF? How the country
Yes, no, we will make episode for that.
Nah, it crazy though, because just yesterday I tell you but Pepe price then at the country. Because I think say just last month man they buy Pepe 5 grand and today now 8,000 for cup. It's not easy, but yeah. But you safe though. School not open, I know say it's not easy. How the young in there? Jude don't begin school then. Alright. Well, that's safe. So I think over the weekend a bunch of things there happened. Obviously the Arsenal Man City game and another round of fixtures throughout the Premier League, and we get some interesting results that we come up. But before we get started, I think we all don't see the news about Rodri getting injured over the weekend, and this is something where I want to make we briefly touch on the workload of players. Obviously, some man will say the amount of or the money where they pay players, then they're not for complain because you man then a millionaire that they make that they make more money. But then I'm thinking on the flip side of this, they're still human beings, and me and say like if we go work and they tell you for work longer hours, even though the pay might be good, but that mental exhaustion. So like with Rodri getting injured, and I think last week they complained about the amount of games that we play that they play. Kunde himself come out. Waiting are your thoughts on that day? And
first of all, I agree with them people that already talk say
that they make more money and make them play.
But that being said, I feel like they don't insert way too much unnecessary competition there recently. Okay. Like I know they talk about the Champions League with the format where they change and all of that. But like, for example, the Euro League will be they talk about. Yeah. I don't see the necessity of having a Euro League, then having
that
European, you having a European Cup. Then all during this period, when normally then and they then play and then they take breaks, they get for play qualifiers back. For the Euros back, we get for Cam later.
It's a lot of work.
So that's a lot of work. Like the traveling, like all landed, the fitness levels, Iboku, and how they can talk about not to firewood.
Facts.
You did do although one would argue, say, the man they are not this they don't plan their life or do and all that, but still you get to think about the simple facts that they're not humans. And from 2 seasons ago, no, even this season where this game then began pile up, this particular injury, Domboku.
ACL, sir.
Yes.
In the women's game, just last year, I think Arsenal women's they get like 4 ACL injuries. And ACL injuries now injuries they're not common. They're not
at all before now, not being that.
Within teams there, I think inside one season, like 1 ACL on average.
If they even get
then if it happens, but it'll become very common. And so with Dande, personally, I feel like the different ways then they were able for mitigate than the player injuries, the way how then they scrap, and just reduce the number of, well, for handle than they, I think say the best way for approach could be for limit the amount of games that we a certain player they play. Yeah, because players at the very top level, those playing for Man City, Chelsea, the very top clubs.
Arsenal not afraid for Corona. Back.
They play beaucoup games there, and man, they play international games. So, like, I think say just last week during Champions League, Rodri mentioned say on average 40 to 50 games, not the ideal number of games for me players and play. Anything above than they, it's a lot on their body. And also another thing where I might point to is sometimes man no go think say it as important. I don't know if you remember a few seasons back where KDB got off injured in the Champions League final. Yeah, so like,
I be against you.
Against you, yeah. So like then kind of games then they, I'm thinking you want all the best players and they for day on the pitch. Yeah. And if like over the season and some man don't play 50, 60 games, say they reach that point they.
Don't tire.
Like even though you go fit, but you not get energy like that again for play, and it's quite exhausting. So you
I think so then they comes back again. I think so like somebody been mentioned and that Hackney Man City gets again above a lot of other teams because they get not such a huge squad per se, but they get top quality players in each position. So like with Pep, so able to manage it. I don't know if what will be do this FPL thing. People like the grumble say they not even choose Man City player then because you don't know
who that
play or when. Then
in a player management.
Yeah, and even this game, this Chelsea game with West Ham, this recently over the weekend. You notice say at 60-something minutes, it was 3-0 up. We don't really need Cole Palmer again. Not the game. You know, pass if you want improve in your personal numbers. You take them off. Other man can play. Then they all the help because now the man management then they would it. But like even the fact say we don't put them with this conference league. Although some man go say
nah disrespect the competition.
But
it makes sense.
We get top quality player then at the same position. So why
need not for me then play under? I mean, which you say make a lot of sense. But you know, yeah, this fitting nicely as we transition to like the next part. You mentioned say team like City. Obviously, we play City over the weekend. You can't argue me, but when no, but you mentioned say City like if the drop off in quality between starting players or certain players and when they start is not as high. So like the quality of the game where they go get for play, it no go drop off like that compared to any other team in the league where like then go get a suitable replacement for certain positions. But even at that, us team able for afford for mostly like we Rodri or scrap, so able for bringing a player like Kovacic or what's his name, Gundogan for Kainsai, and we get Gundogan and Kovacic in the team. Then
first of all, I disagree with you because I know the angle where you head.
How?
Kovacic, I don't think say he half as quality. He get half of Rodri in quality. That.
Yeah, but okay. So then I think not different player.
No. So for like Kovacic and Rodri, now a huge drop off Randy. I feel like Gundogan in better because he don't used to the system and all of that. I think say more. What you for says Pep they build the team in a way where no matter who I put now which certain position, it function well.
That's my point though, because if you take out Rodri and then you bring in Kovacic, obviously there might be a drop off in the quality, but against 70% of the sides in our Premier League, against mostly the teams that we finish 7th and below last season, Kovacic able for holding on against any of them.
Even Kovacic starts this season.
Well, so not my point. So like,
what you make me tell you that is, I don't say you are end par or the guard in you.
I mean,
wait. Okay. If Pep now Arteta a very good coach.
Yeah.
And they don't do remarkably well. The problem I have, man, put there outside one thing.
Yeah.
The way we una make them.
I'll make them.
But in coaching and in tactics and in system. Keyword na system. I don't think say when I don't build the team that way they like
Okay, for
that
me
way,
waiting,
for
yeah,
me waiting I talk about Pep so me Pep able pull Rodri.
Obviously, because
replace Rodri.
we not get the same financial might as Man
Exactly.
City.
So even besides the financial might, where would have done scrap so? Look who down at the play.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so now landing on my points here for transition into this game over the weekend, yeah. Most say what see the starting. Obviously, knowing say Odegaard day out, it be obviously therefore be a case winner. Double pivot, because if you left either Partey or Jorginho alone, now the midfield for play number 6, there's no way we're not being there for slap we ridiculously if not either just one of them. So that Naime could be need for use both. And to your point about Odegaard here, Man City able for afford for bench Phil Foden, even way sometimes KDB day out or waiting. If we bench Odegaard or scraps right now, yeah, the next best thing na Nwaneri. So, in as much as you might blame Arteta for in squad building, because that is something where myself do criticize him for before, like the way how he manage the squad. Because again, if player they play fine, he no go just take them out for play other player. And like with football, what I don't understand is that for make player build confidence, a need for play. Yeah. And like games, the Arteta games and the way sometimes we day ahead 3-0. You know, able for you know go say me Saka rest, me Odegaard. It allow them, it make them play. So na my main criticism Dande of Odegaard. But on the flip side of Dande is that you know really they able for trust bench players like that. For you, if you're going for the league, yeah. You want all man for day on top form. So like you're thinking, because you might think say 3-0, a 3-0 scoreline might be safe. Now the Premier League, but you take off Odegaard way, now in the press for we, and I now chief creator. You take off Dande and for bring person like more not even the season. You bring person like Fabio Vieira, we like you man lanky bad. You know Dande himself able for Jama, he come up and ball. You bring up that kind of person, they go just see this Nanati, not able for bully.
But Joe, this all you don't say. It comes back to my point. Say when I not get a system built, because when a system is built on a first team way, and no, I'm shouting this where you
actually disagree.
You don't argue me for a while. On a system, this on a whole success, it built on a first team. We don't be very lucky.
I
with
disagree.
Injuries.
Okay, I disagree.
That's being said, player management and all that they contribute, like it help if Arteta they actually do that. But season before last, one part of the reason that why we not win the league now because we not tired along the way. Even last season to a greater extent.
Yeah, you're able to manage players.
So like imagine now. Like waiting not happen so to Odegaard. Let's say in a scenario now we not say as good as we be, and I need to deny say Arsenal not good. But I did talk say Arsenal did 2 or 1 more injury, long-term injury away from struggling for top 4. Even.
Okay. You didn't talk say Arteta don't build the team in a way for the first team. We outside the first team, we're not able to function like that. Proper. So in response to that, yeah, I don't think that totally correct because the foundations of Arteta in team are like defensive solidity, and obviously you can make the team be built as a unit for defense. But like if you take out key parts of the team, then no problem. You carry, for example, with team and with defense. Midfield and attack. In defense, we get Saliba. We not like if you call star players in each section of the team.
No, just say Saliba and Gabriel.
Okay, Saliba and Gabriel, and then in midfield, Rice and Odegaard, and then in attack, Saka. If then and then na the spine of we team. If you take out any one of those pieces, because of how Arteta they play and like everything like the team not built around one person. It's built around a group, a set of players. So like taking out one piece of Nande, it greatly affects how the team get for play. An example will be, we don't take out Odegaard, so yeah, Odegaard 90 press for we and 90 creates for we majorly. And over the last 18 months, it don't be fit. In as much as Arteta not the start other player there, if Odegaard fits, you know go sub on a team.
Exactly what you. I feel like we talk the same thing there. But you didn't come from the defensive viewpoint.
Okay.
I know the talk say una having been lucky with injuries na a bad thing. Trust me, na the best thing and will go happen to anybody.
Lucky
but
is
you
the word I would use.
But you did say now in reverse to waiting me don't say this. You did say una team not actually built on
one player.
I'm not saying it built on one player. I said Arteta, it built in team on a first team. A first team where they work very, very well. Like examples, and I say when I did like 2 more injuries away, long-term injuries from struggling for top 4. Why I say that? Okay, like Odegaard don't scrap. Imagine Saliba scrap and Saka can scrap.
No, with those, I get your point. Look, who's team they able for survive Nande?
That's my point. I need to talk about Una, and this Una can do.
No, if they talk like for say, or if then 3 players in their scrap, like, obviously we not get for Ebupa. More like, you talk like for say, that case they, now Arsenal no more it go happen to. Like for say, if other team lose, then start. Okay, so now we can see how City get for cope with Rodri, yeah?
Without
Rodri. There's a high chance they get for win Boku games then, but at the very top, they get for struggle.
Jordan, so like, but what I say is, when you talk so, and it comes back to me, una being lucky with injuries. Waiting you say, I talk like say, now Arsenal no more it go happen to. It don't happen to the rest of the other team then at the Premier League over the past 2 seasons. You know that there?
The injuries,
United, even City. Even City, KDB,
okay, I get your point.
Chelsea, I don't care what I'm talking safe because.
Okay, so that is not twofold, but yeah.
And if not even for this season now, because this season, God knows, until when I get 4 bottles and back, if they're not the position for a good bottle and back. But I feel like when I buy a few like good players, like this guy who not play it, so I think saying
Merino.
Yeah, a good player. I think say won't have been by Havertz, so not be really know the plan for him.
Or I think the plan that we ate, but
yes,
it don't can prove.
It don't can prove her now. So like
you need for
when I don't make up
pivots,
on our mind, say instead of more settled. Okay, we don't like what you wanna do this season. Last season, I feel like say when I missed Timber back very, very much rain up in there. Then this season I buy this other guy, which in
Calafiori.
Yeah, so I feel like for now, with Gabriel and Saliba, then Timber and that other guy, then Nadi White and Odade Obaya, majorly.
On the left, Zinchenko. No, Zinchenko.
I may not trust Zinchenko.
Timber or Calafiori, then they play.
Well, yeah, but then back in place and centre back.
Yeah.
I feel like when I don't settle that side, depth, like the depth even of him, because then to
Gabriel, we get like 8 defenders.
Yeah, so like Gabriel and Saliba actually able to rest against lesser team there now.
That's true.
Then man then they play. So I feel like then.
So you see, then the way they talk so.
Well,
not get depth. So how you want for more compete at the same level?
Well, that's why I'm telling you, I'm not the talker in competition with anybody. I talk about Una
just win.
And I say I really still feel safe. Arsenal, like with Odegaard, and Odegaard will get for well. They don't say November, not to like say just.
No, I just assume say January.
Picking form and all that. Look what happened to Nkunku last season.
Like, take time.
Even
ankle injury.
Even say now, Nana make we not really the player.
Yeah.
Because if you notice, like since I've been pre-season, like he play a lot of games. So now coach is try for manager slowly into the which is. Now on a midfield on a get Oda Moreno, like it kind of okay. Small.
Now we attack though.
Yeah, but on attack we not really get replacements for anybody.
Yeah. The problem with Arsenal attack is that you get one player who will play 2 positions. Like, an example, Trossard is able to play false 9, left wing, and 10. So like,
He can even play 8-9.
yeah, the problem then is that we don't build the team in such a way that I think say the last way we made with I don't know if you mean that Reggie they talk say forget versatile players good, but then there's also a downside because like if you get a player like let's say for example like if Trossard scrap now, we not get that means say we automatically don't get one less option in left wing, one less option up top, and one so that's a problem. Okay, so like with Arsenal, obviously we play Man City over the weekend, and the way how the game go, I honestly feel like obviously we can't tell right now because of how the decision pan out. But I mean feel like the way how the game they go after we be just score that second goal, we'll be there on top of there. I don't know if you don't get a chance for watch the highlights or the rating.
I watched the highlight, but you know say not to the full game.
Okay, so
detail then.
Okay, so the one major incident we happened during the game was the Trossard incident. Trossard, I think say he was stupid. You carry how he waiting because thinking back on like me, okay. My problem is that the consistency of the refereeing decision obviously not a problem, but Trossard is a smart player, and I'm thinking, at least in Sky Sports over the weekend, where Walcott be the reference, the Van Persie in red card na Camp Nou, where he kick the ball away. And Walcott play with Van Persie. He say he know Van Persie and he know say Van Persie get sense. So that game there, he say he feel like Van Persie do deliberately. Yeah. From where that thing they happen, I mean always get the thing say, oh but Avip you know you ready the whistle and he just kick and so I'm thinking Trossard, let's say I'm younger, but right now Trossard I know say Trossard na a very intelligent player. So like if he kick the ball that way there and Martinelli not been there too far away from her, obviously it dafts because Rice got a red card last week and as an intelligent player you know say they on a yellow card. One, you don't play foul. When like you could easily get a yellow card for that day, and then you thought for go kick the ball. So you don't give the referee a decision for make. And in as much as refereeing not a subjective thing, you still not forgive the referee.
Not put yourself in a position.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So I think it's twofold because I don't think he was. Michael Oliver being consistent, but also Trossard do a very stupid thing. So, I don't know. Waiting, are your thoughts on the game? The incident first. Okay, the red card. And
I think Trossard be already there in motion.
Yes. Okay.
So I mean,
it happened immediately.
Yes. Like
as the ref they blow, they kick the ball. So like, it not get any reaction time.
Yes. Yeah. So I don't go exactly compare to like Rice. Because Rice, you
actually can't snap.
That the clever thing you do, like then he just make the ball away and down the so and me this whole thing say for Guy a look card for them.
It don't make
sense because them
people at time.
The people then have football they play. Some if we will play football, it's frustrating.
You know, on that day, sorry for cutting you off, but there was a point say like as if you don't play football from when you're younger, that reflex action. We person get red card or we person get free kick. So you don't foul person, they want to play the free kick. Obviously, no one for me they play fast. So like you either get for block or you fend way for waste time. Yeah. Plus, then I don't think it's a significant issue for make you change the course of the game. Forgive man red card for wasting time where you can easily add 1 minute to the waiting. Me I was fuming.
But that being said, Arsenal now on half after 6-10 and they won't have the so basically like we argue this, and no, I don't mean first of all I don't agree with that second yellow card day for that ball because I feel like it be already there in motion.
Yeah.
So like enough, they able to stop himself. How you do that? And you don't. And not to like say now run the ball like it decide for even.
It may already there in motion.
Yes. Yeah. So I don't agree with that, but at the same time, that same game they would have benefit from that same referee in decision. And I know then out something else where if I don't be City for able to use that kind of advantage back because what if they go and play the ball fast? You understand? Just like how I play.
Okay, so that
Martinelli in ball where they kick way the referee bid already call.
Okay.
So you see, so I think I didn't see like
With
Dundee.
with Nande, with that point say, yeah, I feel like what you mentioned at the group,
Yeah.
and I automatically think and say, Michael Oliver don't mistake with Scott. I feel like sometimes you don't think and say, oh, I don't with this decision.
Yeah.
So much try for makeup.
No, I don't feel.
You know things say that day.
So I feel say, and I don't even feel Dundee na like so normal thing. You know, I make even all the talking at the group. Remember the reference why I give from 20 years ago. So like now like normal thing
when it
happen at every game because the player can just put the ball down and kick. Sometimes they not so like say the player they can actually want to kick the ball pad and compete for me they get yellow card. They can just not see space there now. And we able to play the ball quick. And look what you happy with now.
Yeah.
Play the ball quick.
Able for play.
That's
That's
true.
true.
I not be thinking. I not feel say if I don't score, but that goal didn't be a very, very, good goal. For the game, I think so. I do very well. Man, like, I don't even hate on that. But there's something about the same Arsenal business where the simplest of things when they make them complex. And I don't tell you. Una be need for defend. There's nothing wrong with packing the bus. You get people the way they make now like say some kind out of the world.
Oh,
waiting una do no, una defend. Una be need for defend and una defend. We don't do that with Bashar. Countless times in the past. So we get red card there. We not get choice. It not even make sense for me. You go say you the open game against man there like Pep, where you dey one man down. It go just give you them 20 not una done with that. So all the good, all una, I think say where they give to the red card, they pull Saka, eh?
Yeah, second half.
Then who that come inside for? White. Okay. So you see, they're locked.
Yeah, he needed
and
to.
if you notice, even the City, they've been just the go across una.
Yeah, because there was no space.
Because there was no space, and una closed the game down well. And I was very impressed by that. If una able to do that day and the attack back with the same flow, then who knows?
Yeah, I mean, as a final thought on that day, you know me say, obviously I like fine football, and I don't, I don't be critical of this type of football where Arsenal they play, and it might come off as hypocritical for man that know me say, yo, this man don't like this kind of football. But just thinking about how Arteta has built the team over the years, he has spent more money on buying defenders than, so it kind of makes sense that this is the type of football that we're playing. All right, so that's Man City and Arsenal done. I think next we'll move on to Chelsea, West Ham versus Chelsea, and you guys obviously won 3-0, and I saw online that there were rumblings from West Ham fans saying Lopetegui, they brought in Lopetegui to play an attractive brand of football, but then now they're still playing like David Moyes. And one of the main criticisms over the weekend was that he bought a bunch of players, Fulkrug, Todibo, and I think there were a few other attacking players on the bench. So why? So why did he choose to? I think the one main contention that I saw online from West Ham fans was that Edson Alvarez was playing at the back in the defense, where obviously na midfield, and it's a bit of a case of square pegs in round holes. Because if you put a player with primarily defensive midfielder na defense, even though the mentality might be similar, it gets exposed, obviously, because
and he used to, as a midfielder, he used to somebody being
at the back, yes. So that mentality there for shift time during the game, a difficult. But less of waiting as West Ham do wrong. I'd like to know what do you think about how Una play, because obviously Una seem for the click, and I briefly catch I think it was the Jackson goal. As he say,
which one? That 2 goals.
There was a one way Una gets a sequence in the middle where Cucurella been in a midfield. Una banger back and forth.
Okay, then
back and forth, and then
he
just lay for Jackson. So that didn't have been good sequence.
That didn't have been good sequence.
But then West Ham back, I the one that say there's no way this much space for
Because
them.
the centre back not been there, not been there underhand. They
Back
off
to the
pitch.
mentality of waiting.
So,
But
and now 2 goals to score, that same kind of way.
Oh.
Because the centre back not been there. I not even know say been there, not been there. So Jackson and man we get speed. Able and he good with the ball. He's a good dribbler too. So able just run, a go. And then the other Cole Palmer goal. Although that they go send from set piece and they just counter and all of that, but still nobody not been doing at that wing. They for close them down.
I see what you asking at the group say. Is this one a coach here?
Yeah, because what you know makes sense to me. Now, modern football, yes, it's fine. All man, because all things they change, and you should go with the change. But not to all footballer then builds for play certain type of way.
Fact.
Yes. So you go. Let's say you buy the players you want and this and that, but you know the play there, then they now.
The same kind of
then you want play a way not to.
You
It
know,
not the
compared
work.
with them.
Like even with we, I need even talk this for West Ham. Even with we, right now. Trust me, so I watch the game. The way the ball there now with defense and with
Colwill
me
That's the
cut. The Colwill is a big pass. He's a good passer of the ball, but I'm not just still very confident with that in control because he don't let him down before.
Control as in on the ball.
But yes, the same with Fofana. The last game he gave away penalty, just like that.
Sloppy touch.
Sloppy touch. We get this way. I know I'm talking about myself because he's a very solid defender, mind you.
Yeah.
He's a very solid defender.
Okay.
But this on the ball thing, I don't think say they work for. He get for learn and get used to him and all. Then we get by the issue when it's like saying maybe don't decide say every 2 games
If I get something.
one goal.
With okay, briefly, on our defense. So would you say Colwill na like a similar profile to Saliba, being that like a good on the ball, or cause like I'm thinking, forget Ona obviously get a good team, yeah, but like that foundation, Ona need a solid centre back partnership, and
yes.
and like with centre back pairings, you need
for play.
fire and ice. Like Arsenal, you get Saliba when his ice cold. Gabriel, na fire. So like with Una, looking at Una, I think say Colwill, he's the ice cold one,
yes,
and
Fofana
same waiting. But the one thing I can say is that Colwill, he's still, how old is he? 22 or 21?
21 now.
And then Fofana back now the same. So with those type of players and centre backs, say they can reach them peak late 20s, so like there's still time for make them play, and also new system with Maresca, and in as much as there might be similarities with previous managers there or type of systems the way that are playing, there will be certain quirks the way they get used to, and I know say you refer to some fundamental stuff like ball control or touch, but
basically,
but all that the chemistry they build, and with time they have 15 and they I think say
it go be
it be sorted out. Yeah.
But for now,
Udana you ideal centre back pairing right now.
now the one honestly, I believe the one who they use right now. The problem is we one part we wing back the injured, 2 part we wing back the injured. Okay. So both James and Gusto no day.
James get for play football anytime soon.
I don't get no idea. I mean, I only put the topic. Be like you man for just make up your mind with you and do. And the thing about this is James.
Wait. We need for talk on this.
Nah, in that James our job, but like James, now one part we most look solid defenders.
Not solid.
What I mean solid, like where they play.
You cannot call biscuits bone solid.
I know the where they play, like the short period where he can play.
Yeah.
And
no, obviously a good player.
Most of the injury there now muscle injury there. They get
then say there was this video on let me go Twitter. Let me say Twitter. England camp last year, where like they're in Hurricane and a couple other players. Their videos that where England can post. Them here for do yoga. You might not able for you're not able for stretch because like it's tight.
Yes,
it's tight. And like with
always
it's like say it focus on wait and waiting. And like as a footballer, you need for able for. Now make a leg player the like.
No, if you don't even go lean recently,
waiting.
like in waiting,
But
like
that
it
biomechanics in it,
there-
you know.
And this in hamstring constantly now the and James now solid defender. Like he's a good tackler. He get perfect ball control going forward. He gets speed. He play centre back. He play central midfield.
We haven't seen him though.
Well, that's the thing. But we get Gusto also. Where I think say we miss him a bit these last 2 games because with Gusto, it offer that option like just like how Cucurella did do now the one wing,
Yeah.
it did do him now the other wing. Then the like West Ham game we get for play with Fofana now, that wing. Then the other game we get for play with Disasi, with that one not game, which I feel like they know the offer whiching Gusto. They offer Gusto good on the ball. He's fast. He's a good tackler and all of that. Disasi, he's a stopper. Now my way, just in defense no more. We can tackle, he block, yes, he block, he make clearance. Then kind not to man way, I believe say for the go up and down, or the touch the ball, but
No. Okay, and also briefly, yeah, I'm not completely sure about like on a system because watching the West Ham game, there were a couple of phases where I see both fullbacks and inverts.
Yeah,
the inverts, and then there was another instance where I see not just one of the inverts. So then they're not just based off of the game states or.
No, I think that just like what I mentioned, so we not get Gusto. So with Gusto then through the invert kinds and Cucurella, they go all you can see yourself sometimes and they go play double 10.
Yeah.
Right up the pitch. But at that point in time when they did do Dandy, you did notice see Moises the drop back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Between the two centre backs.
Yes, so it's still the make in case transition happen, we still get enough numbers back for defend. I think so that guy Maresca don't even explain Dandy. So now Dandy we can do. Then we need a runner na the pitch, like na the midfield. So I think say na
Docel Gallagher.
Yeah, but I think say na this guy will use Enzo.
Enzo.
Yes,
Enzo get the legs.
He don't need try. Like
for one like that. Wait, what about?
Well, it's not so like for press per se. Like we need just somebody where able go and be box to box. Mad put it that way. Lavia injured. But if I think we get game today, supposed for play today. Okay. The thing with Enzo though, now the kind man you need to bench on 18 because he's such a great passer of the ball, and we need Dandy. And now Dandy, some man will be understand way they compare Enzo and Gallagher. Gallagher go run all game. He go win.
Enzo, I feel like Enzo not the type of player where he make himself available wherever on the pitch. For neat things together. So like,
and if you even notice who goes there, I think either the third or the second or third pass before the assist, now he makes the break and you see the games.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that's good. Then in West Ham and Chelsea covered. And for move on and staying on Premier League, I want to make we touch on the next round of fixtures. 2 fixtures anyway stand out to me. Newcastle, Man City, and United Spurs. We don't touch on City. I think so we'll come back to them after this. But United and Spurs. United go over the weekend. Other than play Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace. And then Spurs win. Yeah, Spurs come from behind for win 3-1. And Spurs normally I don't say United man and I don't respect. They don't respect Spurs because we Spurs.
You respect Spurs?
Yo, I can't. Like there's no way I can respect Spurs. But yeah, Spurs seem for they pick up momentum, and I see Solanke back in first goal this weekend, and I'm a bit down on Tottenham. I'm not as high on Tottenham as I was at the start of the season because one, Ange seemed for be the type of he seems idealistic in that this if not this way it does say they play. It like waiting
Die well that just
and I cannot for the life
understand.
understand that because like that whether not football or life, when you meet obstacle, you need for change certain thing there. And like Iman, it just stick to this one style of football. I don't think it's sustainable. But on the flip side now with United, I think they'll play fairly well from where this season starts.
Yeah, they'll be very impressive this the last game. Like they dominate the game. They had a lot of possession, but
they're not being clinical in the final.
I don't think so that they just not happen.
So this game inside Old Trafford they get for play, and in a way the owners get for day on United for make them take the game to Spurs, and then they could play well into Spurs' their hands, being that they get very good players with Son on the transition, and then get this guy who they signed recently, Odegaard.
Yeah.
Nah, I think
Obacham.
Yeah. Right winger. Yeah, you man seem very saucy, and I think that they're able to get some amount of joy in the United game. One, because on that left wing day, assistant a Sunday play day, and Son against Delict. Delict might be good, but over the first.
Delict or Mazuraj?
No, you know, say if na Spurs the left, then I'm missing a Delict they play. Right. Okay, so that on that side, then Mazuraj and Delict.
Delict, yeah.
Yeah. Delict's not too good at.
We
possibly run at her.
yeah.
Yes. So then they could be an avenue where then with Spurs can take advantage of United. But how do you see the game playing out?
I honestly think so. EPL for just go back to their old tactics.
Of defense? How?
Close the game, send the ball long. Where they attack.
But then get players in coming back.
Because, no, not even that. Now with Spurs, they play this very high line all the time. So, Garnacho or Rashford or all that ever able. Bruno able pick the pass over that defense.
Yeah, but the thing with Bruno, like 1 in 4.
Yeah, that's it. They can't pull himself from FPL. Somebody show me the lights.
Yeah,
I've been not be the really watch,
like
you know,
that,
but you man some ball and they do the most unnecessary thing then at the pitch. And with them ball, you lost the ball and they
transition on you. Yeah,
you go.
Yeah, that's.
But I think if Tenadebulu stick to that in tactics, it beats them just like how they do. Like the 4-3 game, 4-3 will be beat them last season.
Yeah,
basically but not that they do because we safe the same carelessness. We don't score 2, just relax. So all man they can up so much, then they just send the ball. Garnacho in one day they able score. So that.
Okay, all right. And then the next fixture, the next game we'll talk on between Newcastle versus Spurs. Newcastle will win 3 out of 5 games, but they lost. They lost this the last game against Fulham.
Newcastle lost, okay.
They lost against Fulham. Fulham got 2-0 up and then pull a goal back through Harvey Barnes, but then I think Reece Nelson finished it off. Fulham they play really well, by the way.
Speaking of Fulham and Reece Nelson, you know say Odegaard not for them be such a miss if Smith Rowe be still there.
I get that, but the problem with ESR is that ESR Arteta not being not trust and he not being the player at all. So I remember last season the games that he played ESR, it was against Luton. There was another game, I think it was Fulham, but it was a lower side, it was a lower opposition, and you want to wait and they tell me about Arteta and that. Arteta went already,
yeah,
and give chance for say, okay, can't change my mind. Yeah. Like if you don't make up your mind on you don't make up it. So, and obviously Arsenal fans we think say ESN a very good player, but it is what it is.
I just feel like say if I don't do I don't know, a bit better than Trossard in that position. And he's more. The
problem we Arteta been get with ESR now off the ball.
Yeah.
So even though he might go into duels, a main problem was the timing, or like it slip on like transitions there, or like say if we not get the ball for run goya, because even though you might run off the ball work, not necessarily means say you for intercept a pass.
No,
but
just
like
create the
block an angle where the player not able for waiting. And ASR now is slow in then after and with the way Arsenal be they go, right now Arsenal are just tiny details there with a switch, and ASR nothing say it fits than this. So ultimately good that it was, I do think say if he continue for play how he play with Fulham, so it could be maybe if he gets an amazing season this season, most say a thing wherein he's scoring 10 to 15 goals and maybe 7+ assists, a bigger team would come in for him.
Well, this I feel like Dandin and some of the mistakes that some of them players then can do. Like Fulham, they go well. They go well. They yanda. Get an England, a few England caps have a.
I mean, with
It was difficult for stay there, yes.
It is difficult because like bigger teams, they're always there on the lookout for better players. So as a small team, in as much as you go play fine, there will be teams lurking, bigger fishes lurking. So the moment you get a player where they play really well, they just can't erase it.
Spurs or
We'll see him multiple times. Look, even Bologna last season at Italy, they don't really pop out in the team. Xerxes don't go. United, Calafiori don't Canturi. I think there was another player we don't go. Paris.
When they all come back to this fair play, financial fair play,
so
because like a need for sale. And like Unabe, I'm not gonna say Unabe need for sale, but Unabe need the money.
Yeah,
for,
PSR and stuff. Yeah. And next Newcastle, Man City.
I think Shedani is tricky game for City. I think so.
Then they without Rodri and KDB.
KDB, yeah. Well, KDB might come back. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. KDB there out for long.
There out for a while.
For longer, yeah. So.
Foden day, Gundogan day.
How you see that game that they play out? Might get a quick prediction.
Honestly, I made Man City they go to draw. They know themselves go they lost. They will see how we season they go.
I see the dream. I see you mentioned a man can dream.
After 5 games, would they 1 point be man can last season by now we get 5 points.
More do this 10 games up the ball. What's my prediction for the Newcastle?
I think say Man City go. I don't think say
are we then play?
Yeah, no. I think say Man City go. I don't think say though it will be an easy game. I'm going to go for like 2-1 or something like that.
Okay. All right. One other game where look intriguing now. Nottingham Forest and Brentford. Forest together, yeah. Forest, Chris Wood don't they play really well for their bag a few goals. I think so for bringing into me FPL and Brentford, then they without Wisa. I think Wisa scrap last week. Last week, but then still get Mbeumo where he's been playing really well.
I watched the game against City. The first. I think something where the need for sustain. The first 10-15 minutes of the they get fire. Like, then after that, the challenge all man can just say, okay, look.
I think with Nane, I don't know if you notice, say with Brentford they play top teams there. They play very very well. I think that's the mentality of the coach. Yeah, because Thomas Frank, there was this interview I listened. I think it was 2 seasons back after them play City. Then beat City that game. They said, and then the last team for beat City inside Etihad. Yeah. So he was saying, I think one player be missing from the City team, whether it was Haaland or KDB, and then he was saying, it not be even once for make any of them player they missing because it wants where they beats there all Monday and stuff. But that's a really interesting fixture, and for me, I think say Forest will win because Chris Wood on fire and just the other players there. Cho don't they play really well.
Yeah.
Gibbs White a missed game this week for AFL, and then because he get red card.
Oh, you get red card the
Last game, yeah. It was some funny decision. The refs there as usual, and yeah.
Okay, I think so. At the same, I think so. I see that.
Yeah. So I think that's Premier League wrapped up and stuff. So moving on for closeouts today episode, we'll touch on Champions League. Obviously, the Champions League starts last week, and there was some interesting results. Bayern win 9-2. which is quite ridiculous because I think at halftime they were Dinamo Zagreb pulled 2 goals back, and then I tweeted that Bayern might be imploding.
I think they see that.
No, they didn't. I think say man and see it. So it's waiting is nigga there on the can talk say Bayern they implode. But yeah, Bayern win 9-2. Another team may be really impressive now. Aston Villa, this guy where they play for them, John Duran. We talked briefly about another group, but like, man, the carry how they play.
Score over the weekend back.
My favorite team, but not so even the fact say they scored the goal there. Now the carry man, they kick the ball. In ball striking ability, it's just crazy. They score a goal in the Champions League match where they roll out. The carry how it just go round.
In positioning good.
Yeah.
In positioning good.
Yeah.
Because the goal over the weekend safe now. So and he get the body.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I still feel like I regret but I can't really go into that because Jackson looked on the.
Yeah, I mean Nico Jackson they play fine. And other Champions League results that we stand out. Liverpool come back from 1 goal for beats 3. Then beat AC Milan 3-1. Arsenal will draw not.
No, when I go play like say. I see what you be the day and you unbalance that terrible performance.
Arsenal. It wasn't terrible.
Okay, it wasn't good enough.
I mean,
We are but with Odegaard out here. That not that day you are saying when a chief creator no day. So
no, but watch. If you don't get a player, we not a play for the team. Okay, put aside Arteta inability for utilize the whole squad, and then just take things as it is. Yeah. Odegaard don't play for the last 18 months, constant. Obviously, if you take Odegaard out, you have to play the same way.
We go take that excuse there from United man, then Chelsea man, then una City. So
piece of.
I need yeah.
Yeah.
But the other team who impressed me that be Inter Milan actually. I watched the game back.
Okay, then the team I know for moment.
I watched the game.
Yeah,
back.
you man and really
like now proper system, like being there play, not to.
But finally, AC beats over the weekend.
Well, it's like that Champions League they're ready for. AC beat they're not to 3-1 or 2-1.
Yeah, but also down the back, that kind of funny situation because I think the current coach Emidor lost 3 in a row. And if he lost this game, therefore definitely Saka. Because that guy, the guy who been the Dortmund last season, we go to the final. With Aden Saka, he was in attendance for the Liverpool game. So, then in as much as they don't win this game, waiting I don't see online from AC Milan. And Italian clubs say now. One thing I think say, if you see them begin for say this man waiting, they're ultras and stuff. They just get rid of you. So yeah, so that was the Champions League. Briefly in other thing that we happened last week, we get a player Amadou Jumaba. Yeah, where they play for Real Valladolid. He's a Sierra Leonean. He appeared at the La Liga Team of the Week. Okay. From waiting I see, he's a decent player, huge, and he's an absolute unit. And congratulations to him for making in first team a La Liga debut, and we wish him all the luck going forward with the rest of the season. Hopefully, Valladolid stay up and he gets a chance for showing himself more, because obviously that need more exposure for Sierra Leoneans and Salon League, and we're just really happy for him. So Yeah, so I think that's about it for we're wrapping things up now. Briefly, we kindly want for you also remind you now for subscribe to the channels Spotify and YouTube, and not forget to follow the social medias. Peace out. Thank you.